buddies, we're Dane Jack Fox here. I'm gonna continue what if Deku was the Marionette King. Don't worry guys, I will continue posting other what ifs, but I wanna get to the Danganronpa what if, this what if, and a couple more before I tackle the other big stories that I have on my channel. Oh, and by the way guys, thank you so much for getting me to 50, hold on, 150, 564 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. You guys mean the world to me. So thank you all from the bottom of my heart. So let's get to the story. Guys, I already draw the concept art. If you want to look on the screen, here you go. So, basically where we left off is where Bakugo is telling people that he is not a monster. As the survivor said, he is a monster. He ate everyone there. That is shown on the recording. Oh, sorry guys. Other people agreed to him, like heroes, police, and the parents of the people who died. Bakugo then said, he was alive. Do you not remember the person who was murdered by the bitch and the other two bastards? They all remember the boy who was screaming and pleading for help from the videos way back then. And they all said, okay, what about it? Bakugo then said again, he's the same person, so he's probably punishing people whoever tries to destroy something that belongs to him, which was on the last video that was shown, which was his music box. And he went up to the guy who was the survivor and said, did you try to touch the music box? And the guy said yes. Well, that explains it. You and your lackeys touched the music box, so it was all your fault. Because if you didn't touch it, he would probably let you go. But since you touched it, he was gonna punish you. And people were like, okay, so the other victims simply touched the music box, which led them to there. And the guy said, I was gonna do something else to the music box as well. As Bakugo said, what were you gonna do with the music box? The guy shivered and said, I was gonna give it to one of my friends which had a hammer. Bakugo then slapped the guy across the face and explained that when his music box was broken, he was still as a log when the video was still recording. Which probably means that you guys were gonna get punished anyway, so he was probably gonna give you guys a warning with small scratches, but since you guys were planning on destroying the music box, he was gonna punish you even worse, which was in fact killing you guys. But since you survived, do you have the things that it was shown on the videos that you and your lackeys took? He said, what things? The soul shards, which he explained to you. I think I might have dropped them. You idiot. The soul shards are the previous victims. He even said it himself. The soul shards are my previous victims. You absolute buffoon. As Bakugo said, you know what, I'm gonna go in there because you guys are way too much of a pussy. Since you were about to get killed, you are not allowed to go in there because he will probably murder you in an instant. The families would have gotten away easily. The pro heroes, if you know that heroes are in there, or anybody, he was gonna probably injure them badly to the point where they're not able to move a certain body part. I'm his bully, so I'm gonna take care of him once and for all. And I'm pretty sure the reason why he's still around is for punishing bullies. And since I'm around, he's gonna punish me. And every other bully. So I'm pretty sure that's another reason why your friends got killed. And your kids got killed. So Bakugo's laying down a lot of information that was mainly used to explain why he kills. So they strapped the camera on Bakugo and lured him in there. He grabbed the music box and it looked like it was about to destroy it until he randomly disappeared into Deku's dimension. As Deku then explains, you will get out if you collect the items that was necessary, which is my soul shards. Get them all and you can escape. As Bakugo then starts running instantly, because he knows this already from the videos, as he hears musical tunes, as he stops and stands still, hiding behind one of the mannequins, which is probably one of Deku's previous victims. As Deku just spins and dances around, like sensing that someone's there, but couldn't find them. So he moves on. Bakugo grabs the first soul shard, and then Deku, you hear a snapping noise, and then instant singing coming back towards Bakugo. Bakugo then realizes when he picked up the first soul shard, Deku snapped his neck backwards and then twists his body around and then slowly spins towards him, dancing while doing it. Bakugo was a bit nervous, knowing that his childhood friend / victim of bullying was now chasing him during an abandoned music room labyrinth. So that's terrifying. As Bakugo continues picking up more soul shards and more, as he hears giggling, as he looks over and sees a mannequin moving, as Deku realizes it's Bakugo and wants to do all-out warfare on him. The mannequins snap off of their hinges and starts dancing and pirouetting all over the place. And if Bakugo bumps into them, they let out a high-pitched scream, telling Deku to come over where they are, and then Deku will chase after from there. Sorry, you hear background noises. So that's what Deku is doing. Bakugo bumped into like 7 mannequins, and they all let out the same high-pitched scream. Bakugo then hears Midoriya's music, tune, charging at the direction where he's at. As Bakugo starts running at the moment, picking up more and more soul shards. Bakugo then reaches the point where Deku said, "Okay, you gathered all soul shards. Now all you have to do is get out while you still can." I'm sorry, I can't do a scary voice. As Deku immediately switches from sweet, innocent ballerina to absolute behemoth. As if you guys could see, I draw how he's gonna look in frenzy mode as well as all the other sides. As Deku falls out, runs on all 4. As Deku is charging at Bakugo, instead of the mannequins, they were like bouncing and dancing while doing so. Apparently, the mannequins are now forcibly grabbing and scratching at Bakugo. Bakugo sees the exit, then ducks under like one of the trash cans that was near the ballerina. As Bakugo hears Midoriya's tune, spinning and running. As he hears screaming from the young child, he runs out of the place, going through the portal. As he got through, he went through, and then he was out. The musical tune stopped. Deku returns back to normal, and the mannequins full on disappear, returning to their original states, not holding any body parts or anything. The video camera shows the inside of the classroom, as they all see their children's bodies, not dismantled or anything. Bakugo looks in his bag where he was hiding all the soul shards. The soul shards are now gone. Apparently, when Bakugo got out, the bodies reconnected and is now out of the thing, and the soul shards have returned to their respective owners. As when they all got out, Bakugo was very much rewarded because he got rid of Deku's main ability, which was collecting souls so he could get more powerful. They boarded up the room after that so no one could get in. They told every staff member if there was anything that was in there that was useful for their classes to get them out now but leave the music box in. As a lot of people took the advice and did it. Like, took out every science equipment, put it into another storage closet on the upper story base. And no one has heard a musical tune from the lab ever again. Until Bias from the little ballet stuff like sees a music box on the floor. Like, all around her there's like a item and then there's a portal above it. Bias saw the second item, a music box on the floor. She remembers where this music box was. It was from her new victim, a young 16-year-old, a 14-year-old boy named, not a 14-year-old boy, he was a 16-year-old boy when it happened. A 16-year-old boy named Izuku Midoriya, which was her new victim. As another victim of her appears next to the music box, which was a stuffed doll. Beatrice remembers a little girl that she murdered several years back trying to get fame. And it looked like now Beatrice has to deal with two victims that she has dealt with. A teenage boy with a little girl. So Beatrice is now terrified at the moment because she remembers her two victims. As it showed the recording, they look and they continuously see Midoriya when he was in his frenzy mode. He was charging on all fours, grabbing and scratching at all of it. And you think this is the last time you're gonna hear Midoriya, but once they realized it was Izuku Midoriya, the new victim of what they call the BS movement. Hold on. Sorry guys about that, but they call what happened a murder tape. Because it was a murder caught on tape and was recorded and put live. When everyone realized it was the Izuku Midoriya that was dead, they were ashamed because the boy in the camera that was happening was a sweet boy. And then when they realized the woman in the videos did another murder way back then about a girl named Akita. I have no idea if I'm saying her name right. They were even more astounded because Beatrice murdered two people which were young kids. Well, one's a teenager, one's a girl. I think this is enough for today.